Training is pouring out yourself into another person or persons. It takes you to give out what you have inside of you, passing it on to another to replicate you. So welcome back, beautiful people. God bless you. So today before me, I have a topic which we will be looking at: child upbringing. Child upbringing. Somebody may be asking, how does that concern me, seeing I'm not married? I don't even have a child. Maybe I'm an only child. I'm the last born. All of that. Too many questions. Everybody is a teacher as far as this subject matter is involved. Take for instance, in Nigeria as it is, many graduates are being sent to schools to serve their compulsory service for 1 year. What are you doing? You are impacting knowledge into the life of these ones. Are they your children? Are they your biological children? No. So it doesn't need you to be a parent or a biological parent to a child or children before you can bring up any child. In that your neighborhood, in that place of work, the persons you are staying with, and even you yourself that you are a parent, training begins from there. Training is not shouting, giving commandments, rules and regulation, stand up, sit down, take a nap, shout, hands up, close your eyes, open your nose, and all of that. Just like a lot of parents, both biologically and non-biological parents, do. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6, the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, when he is grown, he will not depart from it. You don't train a child when that child is already grown. Hello? Train up a child. Not train up a child in the way he should go. Not train a child when he is grown. That is the mistake a lot of people do. You don't do anything to help that child's life until the child have come to a particular age. A child is busy pulling down decoratives in the house, throwing stone at the mirror, pulling down the sheets from the bed, and you don't do anything about it. You say, no, she's 1, he's 2, he's just a child, he's just 3, he doesn't even know what he's doing. A child cries unnecessarily. Not because that child is hungry, not because the child wants to sleep, not because you have spanked the child unnecessarily, and you don't do anything about it. What are you doing? You are training the child in the way he should go. So by the time he becomes very old, those things will be so evident in his or her life. Training begins before conception. Before you conceive these children in your womb. That's why I said earlier on, you don't need to be a biological parent of a child or children before you can train up a child, before you can bring up a child. That child in your care, that child in your neighborhood, your uncle's child, your auntie's child, your own children. It is because you did it anyhow or you felt less concerned. That child is doing anyhow. You can't say anything to the child because you feel that you are not the biological mother or father to that child. The same insinuation, you carry it into your marriage. By the time you give birth, you will say, the child is still a child, is still a baby. So whatever you tell him now, he doesn't understand. Whatever you tell her now, he doesn't understand. It's a lie. How come a little baby you'll be suckling that baby and the baby will just bite you? And by the time you do, come on, don't do that again. The child looks you into the eyes and knows that you have said, you have what he or she have done to that nipple is not good. That child wouldn't repeat it again. The next time the child will want to try it, you will look at your face again and see if you are smiling or not. Because a warning, a training has gone out. Training is pouring out the whole of yourself into another person by your words and actions. A lot of time, a lot of parents do this kind of lifestyle of do what I say, don't do what I do. You don't need to take alcohol. It is wrong for you to take alcohol at this your age. Forget about the fact that I, your father, I can take 3 Tobonico. I, your mother, I take anything alcohol. It doesn't do anything. That's for my age. Excuse me, ma. Excuse me, sir. And you are training that child not to go that same way. The child is going to take more than what you are taking. Because it is you giving out yourself into that child. That is why children learn a lot by what they see you do. Children act according to what they see you do. Not what you tell them, not what they hear. Most times, they learn by doing. That's why you see that your child, that your baby girl, trying to, try your bra on. Trying to wear your shoe. Some funny things and you'll be laughing. It is the training that you have given. Yes, that is what it is. Now, if child upbringing is not all about commandment, giving rules and regulations, shouting, punishment, and all of that, then what then is child upbringing? So what is child upbringing? You cannot give what you don't have. There is no way anybody will want to follow you to a place where you have not been to. You must have been to that place. So it will be easy taking any other person through. So you don't need to ask questions here and there because you know where you are heading to. So you just lead on while others follow you. So in child upbringing, it is you understanding your strength, your weaknesses, your gift, your disposition, and everything that makes you, you. And in turn, being able to interpret it into the life of the little ones that are under your care, whether they are biologically related to you or by extension in your neighborhood. And that is the reason why in upbringing of a child or in child upbringing, environment have a lot to do in the life of that child. People that stay in such environment, people that live in such vicinity, the child tends to pick, but greatly from you that you are the mentor. That child, those children are your mentee. So you give out, they follow, they stick to you, just like every child or most children depend on what their teacher have told them in the school. When they bring assignment for you to do, like mathematics, 4 plus 4 is equals to 8. And you are telling the child, no, 4 plus 4 is equals to so. He say, no, that's not how my auntie taught me. That's not how my teacher said it should be. That's because that child has so much trust in that teacher that the child or those children tend to argue what you, the parent or the person assisting him or her to do that assignment, is doing compared to what their teacher have taught them. It is very difficult for you to unwind the brain of a child from what that child has been taught by her teacher. And that should be the great impact of you, the mentor of this child, of these children. Let those children grow up as a result of what you have interpreted, knowing your limitations, knowing your greatness, knowing how to interpret it and transferring it into them. so that by the time these children begin to grow up and begin to come in contact with so many other people that have different kind of training, different kind of upbringing, different from their own, which is contrary from or to what they have been brought up with, they will be able to stand and say, no, I didn't see my father do this. I never saw my mom do this. My aunties never brought us this way. We didn't grow like this. You must have heard that so many times. That's because of the kind of upbringing those children were given. Pouring out the whole of you, the totality of you into the life of these children. And that is what makes child upbringing very, very, very sweet. You are not training a child because you are perfect. No. And that is the reason I have stated. You know your limit. You know your strength. You know your gift. And you know your disposition. You in turn interpret it. Pour into the life of this one. You don't tell the child, read your Bible and pray every day. Whereas that child have never seen you read your Bible for once. You don't tell a child, you have to be in church as early as 7 a.m., 8 a.m., service started by 8:30, so you have to be seated before then. And that child, all the while the child is growing with you, you always get to the church auditorium by 10. But if it has to do with party, you are number one to be in that place. Can you correlate? So, children upbringing is you giving out what you have, and those children taking it from you, whether they are your biological children or not. Remember, you don't tell a child to do A while you are doing B. You don't tell a child, as I'm going out, I'm going to buy you shawarma, and you come back empty-handed. You did that today, tomorrow you did that, without explaining the reason behind you not coming home with a shawarma, just because you are trying to be smart as a parent or what. But in the end, you are lying. You are training that child to grow up to become a liar. You are training that child to grow up to become somebody that cannot be trusted. What kind of children are you training? What sort of children are you bringing? They are the replica of you. So, the next time you think of child upbringing as instruction, giving commandments and rule and regulation, you think again. It is you pouring out your content into another container. Till I see you in my next blog, be positive in your parenting. Bye.